I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, for giving me the spirit to do this video. Let's jump right to it. 1 Corinthians chapter 9, starting at verse 24. Know you not that they which run in a race run all, but one receiveth the prize? So run that you may obtain. And every man that striveth for the masteries is temperate in all things. Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we an incorruptible. I therefore so run, not as uncertainly, so fight I, not as one that beateth the air. So we have to run this race, and we have to run it right, the right way, okay? So when you look at the Olympics, you look at the sprint and different levels of racing, okay? We are at the point in the race where our legs got to get up on another level. You know, we got to be more of sprinting than jogging, okay? Though you still pace, but this pace got to get faster because we're in the time of making it happen, man. We're in the time of showing you how about Shem Havashai that we ain't playing, man. We're at the last stretch, okay? In the last stretch, you got to kick it up the gear. That's what they do whenever they running, man. If they're running a pace where it's not that fast, when it's time to get to that last leg, they kick it up in gear in that last leg. Why? Because they want to win the race. They want to receive the prize, man. That's the mind frame we got to be in. That we on the last leg and we got to kick it up a notch. Okay? That's what this lesson is going into, man. Start more to sprint, but sprint wisely. All right? And also praying for that energy to be able to sprint without fainting. Okay? We're just talking about more work. All right? Verse 27. But I keep under my body and bring it into subjection, lest that by any means, when I have preached to others, I myself should be a castaway. Right? Because that striving, that more work, okay, going faster, is you showing your how about Shema Shai, how hard you're working, and that you want to get out of here, man. And that you love your how about Shema Shai. Okay? It shows your dedication. Okay? The Lord said, commit your ways unto him, and he will establish your thoughts. He'll give you the spirit to be able to sustain that sprint, man, and not get faint-hearted. All right? Because you can be preaching to others, doing the work, and then you become a castaway. Why? Because you couldn't stay in the race. You couldn't continue to build. You couldn't adjust. Okay? Your light went out. And we're about to get into that. But first, let's go to run in verse 26 in the blue letter.
Strong's G, 5143, trecho.
To run, of person in haste, of those who run in a race course, by a metaphor taken from runners in a race, to exert oneself, strive hard. Like it says, striving for the masteries. To spend one's strength in performing or attaining something. Words occurs in Greek writings donating to incur extreme peril, which it inquires the exertion of all one's efforts to overcome. Did not Yahushua say he overcame the world? We have to overcome as well, man. We have to stay in the race and build and build and build and build. And that's the spirit of knowing when to jog and when to sprint. Okay, knowing when we're in the spirit of moving forward on another level, man. And that you got to get your game on another level, your work on another level, okay? Your dedication to your Habah Shem Havashai on another level. There's nothing better than that for you. From there, let's go to Luke chapter 14, verse 28. For which of you, intending to build a tower, sitteth not down first, and counteth the cost, whether he has sufficient to finish it? Right. Count the cost, understanding what you got to do to stay in this race. Okay? The things you have to cut off, the things you got to deny, which is yourself and your flesh, to be able to stay on this race, man. If you examine yourself right now, you're realizing that you are stuck in the same spot, or you are worse off moving backwards. Okay? You got to sit yourself down, examine yourself, and realize what you got to do, man. You got to count the costs. Okay? What is it going to cost you to stay in this truth? What is it going to cost you to stay faithful? Okay? You got to do what? Commit yourself, and the Lord will establish your thoughts to continue to strive. He will quicken your spirit. Okay? Because when you go to 2nd Esdras, chapter 7, starting verse 6, it says, there is also another thing. A city is builded and set upon a broad field and is full of all good things. Talking about the kingdom of heaven. The entrance thereof is narrow and is set in a dangerous place to fall, like as if there were a fire on the right hand and on the left a deep water. So this track that we're running on, okay, it's a dangerous place, man. It's a dangerous place. Everything is around us, man, to make us fall from running off that track. Verse 8, and only one path between them both, even between the fire and the water, so small that there could but one man go there at once, right, to receive that prize, to run, so that he may obtain. We're in the time frame. If you spiritually paying attention, you know that we're in a time frame that the Lord is pushing more work and more work and more work, man. Okay? And more work. He ain't playing, man. It's all in the spirit. It's all in the air, man. That the angels, Yahweh Shema Shah, the angels are looking at this man like, come on. Come on. Y'all gonna have to deny more in your life, man, to show me more. Okay? Or what I need y'all to do. Let's go. We're living in a historic time, period. So we gotta embrace that, man. From there, let's go to Matthew chapter 5, starting verse 29. And if thy right eye offend thee, pluck it out and cast it from thee. For it is profitable for thee that one of thy members should perish, and not thy whole body should be cast into hell. Right, to that death, to that destruction. And if thy right hand offend thee, cut it off, and cast it from thee, for it is profitable for thee that one of thy members should perish, and not that thy whole body should be cast into hellfire. So on that track and running that race, part of that striving for the masteries is to spiritually be detailed on what's holding you back from going harder, okay? From picking up the pace within your life, within your actions, okay? It's all about picking up the pace within righteousness, man, okay? Things you read about is manifesting within your life. You ain't just reading and just quoting things, but you're walking it. That's why the Lord said, walk as the children of the light and not as the children of darkness, for you were once in darkness, okay? We got to walk as the children of light, man. We got to run that race correctly. In order to do that, okay, and not be cast out, like it said, okay, become a castaway, though you preach to others, now you the others, you part of them, is that you have to know when to cut things off, man. Okay, what's offending you? Okay? Challenge every outcome around the world. What's offending you right now from doing more? You know what you're doing too much of. You know what it is. If you sit down and examine yourself, Sirach 18, verse 20, before judgment, examine thyself, and thou shalt find mercy. We got to be in that mind frame of we don't got it, but we want to get better and better and better. Okay? And never get content with where we're at, but just push, 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 and find ways to continue to push so we can continue to run the race. From there, let's go to John 15, starting verse 1. I am the true vine, and my Father is the husbandman. The vine is referring to Yahushua, and the Father is the husbandman. It's talking about Yahweh. Every branch in me that beareth not fruit, he taketh away. Right, he speweth out, meaning you're lukewarm, which goes to Revelation. Because thou art lukewarm, I will spew thee out of my mouth. Okay, spew you off the track. Spew you off the race. Okay, now you're not racing no more. You're out of there. Okay, you dehydrated. Okay, what happens when they get dehydrated? They pass out, man. You ever watch Olympics? Somebody get dehydrated on the track and they can't run no more, man. Why? Because they don't have enough water. They don't have enough water to finish. Okay, and that's why we got to keep the water in us. And the water is living waters. Okay, so it's going to keep flowing and flowing and flowing. And Yahweh Shema Shah is going to quicken us to keep it flowing and flowing and flowing. Okay? But you notice, whenever that water run out, you can't keep running. You can try, but you get slower and slower to the point where it's like you crawl into the point you just pass out, man. Now you need an ambulance. Okay? And guess who comes get you in the ambulance truck? A legion of demons. That's who comes pick you up, man. They pick you right off that track, man. And say, come with me. We'll help you. Now you bugged out. Now you never get back to running. All right? So let me start right from the beginning. John 15, starting at verse 1. I am the true vine, and my Father is the husbandman. Every branch in me that beareth not fruit, he taketh away. Okay, that's not running the race correctly. He taketh away. And every branch that beareth fruit, he purgeth, that it may bring forth more fruit. Right. Okay, it said he chastises who he loves, man. Okay, and he builds you up. He break down, he builds you up. Break you down, build you up. Okay, so that you can run that race more efficiently. Okay, because it's a growing process, man. We came into this truth as babies, knowing nothing, needing milk. Okay, and how about Shema Shai has been working with us, man. Everybody who's still believing, who's still in this truth, and still have hope from being woke up to now. Okay, and found ways to cut things off that was offending you, to get better in this truth, to have more focus, to be more zoned out on the prize. So this lesson was going into finishing the race and knowing that, hey, we're in a time where you have to step it up. We all have to step it up, okay, and cut off more things and pay attention and do more things in this truth. We got to go faster. We got to be more of a sprinter, a wise sprinter, that is. You ain't just running towards nothing. No, you got to wisely sprint, okay, and that takes you to cut off things that are offending you from doing that. I hope this lesson was edifying to all you brothers around the world. I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai. Forgive me the spirit of this video. Double honors to the elders of Great Millstone. And Shalom to all you Akamat that is doing the truth and sincerity. Shalom.